Hello. So I just went through a thing, and I'm gonna do something with the stamp and die set that I'm gonna try something I never done before. But what's funny is I looked and saw this empty spot and thought, oh no, I thought I was being so careful, and I went ahead and lost one of them dies, and I was looking all over for it. And I thought, let me look and see what I'm looking for. Maybe I can. And look, it fell down here. And I knew when I did it before that it had fallen down there. So I should have known. But what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this. So you see the dies are separate. And so they have these people together, but the dies are separate. So I'm gonna do a thing. Found my good scissors again. I'm gonna cut them off. I'll be very careful about it, but I'm cutting them off. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. You know, they're so sticky, like photopolymer, but I don't think they're photopolymer. I'm sure they would say if they were. Anyways, so just be very careful if you decide to do it. Make sure you don't cut a piece off of one of them. And they're still going to fit on the same, right? They're still going to fit on the same. So here's what I've got to do that's different this time. That's something that I've never tried before. And it's this masket tape. And I've had it ages and ages, and I've never, ever tried it. And what you can do with it is really pretty cool. If it works, right? So, look at this tape on here. I don't know how much is in here. So you're supposed to stamp the set and then die cut it. Or fancy cut it out. Now, I'm just going to die cut. Let me bring my marquee in. And I'm going to get a folder. And I'm just going to cut a piece of this off. I don't know how well it cuts. Like I said, I've never, ever used it before. So I'm just going to get the ones I want to get out and die cut them. So that guy and the rabbit. Let me just take this out. The little rabbit. And the snowman. And the bear. With the presents. Just, I don't know which ones I'm going to want to use yet. So I'm just going to cut them all. And you can cut more than one. You know, you can cut as many as you want. Make sure that die is not overlapping. If it overlaps, it can ruin your die and your machine. I've had it happen. Okay, let's see if it die cut it. And then these will go right back on here. Because I certainly don't want to lose them. And it's not that they're tiny, but they're just outline dies. So they would be really easy to lose, I think. Okay, and I'm going to put these away now. Stick them in there. Hopefully that little guy stays this time. And I don't think I've lost him. Okay, so now I have my mask. And I think I might want to use that because you never know that little piece. There's little pieces in there we just might want to use. You just don't know. No reason to waste it if, you know, if we can use it at some point. So now, I'm not going to make a card or anything with this. I'm just going to show you kind of how it works. So let me get Tweets. Hey, we're trying to do something in here. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to do nothing with it. But waterproof in case I want to. Really just want a regular block. This is kind of bigger than I wanted, but it'll work. Since I'm, you know what, I probably better use a stamp positioner. Okay, so this guy is going to be in the front. This is what it's going to be. He's going to be in the front. All right. Because he's got the gift. Let me get the stamp positioner and I'll tell you why I think I need to use a stamp positioner. Because if you put something over it to mask it, you might have a hard time getting a good print. And just in case you do have a hard time getting a good print. Now, where is this guy at? Here he is. All right, so now I'm going to take my mask and I'm going to cover him up. Okay? So this needs to go here. I need to tape it down. Okay, so, and it's just, this paper's just, like, just a little bit tacky. Okay, so I'm going to say, now I want the penguin. And I'm going to put the penguin behind him here, maybe a little bit up. So sometimes with the paper here, you might have a little spot that doesn't connect real well. That's why I want to use a stamp positioner, so I can go back in. And now, too, another thing to think about is I went ahead and die cut this because I've never done this before. But if you stamp it and then fussy cut it out, you know how when you die cut there's a little line around it? you won't have that little line around it if you do it right. See how that didn't go? Because it's right there. I just saw my tool. Here it is. Sorry about that, folks. So if you fussy cut, you won't have to worry about that. Oh, okay. The tape didn't hold it. Okay, there we go. So now he's behind him there. This one can be over here. He's not really behind him, but uh-oh. So if you fussy cut it, you don't have the white line, is what I was saying, right? And if you use a stamp positioner and you miss that spot because you got a little bit of extra puff where the mask is, then that's okay. Didn't get him here. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with my videos. For some reason, my titles aren't showing. And when I go in to edit it and put the title in, it's telling me it's putting up a different video. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, now I'm going to get this guy. Let's see. This guy. And I'm going to cover him up. Because I want to have people around him. Right? It's not on very good. Okay. And we'll put another bunny here. We're just experimenting here, folks. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying it. Oh. Oh, my videos. So then the one that I edit and put a title in is showing. So they're both showing. So it looks like I'm doing two videos. Let's try the snowman, but I don't want to go up higher. I'm wanting to bring him kind of down so he can be behind him, but down, if that makes sense. Because they're all getting too high up, and he's taller, so. Might make the snowman look big. We'll see. Nope, the snowman one just fell to the ground. Now let's look. No. I want another penguin. Whoops. I guess I'll leave the snowman on there. It keeps lifting up. This tape's not holding. These stamps are sticky. I think is the reason. I used them before, but just the two, right? Just the snowman and this one. All right, let's put them back. Let's do a sentiment. I don't know what the sentiment is. What does it say? Sending you warm wishes wrapped in holiday cheer. Oh, that looks good. Okay, let's take the tape, the masket off. So, see where the white from the mask, that's why you might want a fussy cut. Now, the next thing is to save your mask because you can reuse them. So I'm just going to, oh, they're not sticking to this. Oh, that's a different. You know, I have to pick up the snowman. The other one fell. They're not holding very well. Okay, so here's what they look like. Kind of cool. And you could make a stamp with, you could make a card with that, I would say. I would say you could make a really good card with that. I'm gonna see if I can connect these lines. I don't think so. Oh, not too bad. I connected the lines. Wherever you stamped over, though, looks pretty good. How about that? I like it. I hope you like it. Let me think. I kind of want to color it in now and finish it. I don't know. I would have to get the colors. I got waterproof was what I used. And that means I would have to use water. That's opaque. That's not water reactive. Let me see what I got here. Parakeet. Do I have any water? No, but I do believe I have. Where would it be? I thought I had a sparkle pen in here. A little bit darker there, a little bit darker there, a little bit darker in here. Okay. This is Parakeet with a sparkle pen. You see I need to connect the line there now. I missed that. Let me... Let's just put all their scarves in blue. You know, when a family takes a family photo and they all dress the same, we'll just pretend that's what this is. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, it feels like I got something stuck in my throat. So the memo said blue sparkle. Okay, before I go any further, it needs water to come up. Before I go any further, I'm gonna sparkle the snowman white. This is not watercolor paper, so all right. White on the penguin, on his belly. They're cute, right? All right, I'm gonna stop there. I know you don't want to sit here and watch me color, so yeah, I think that worked out good. I like it. Nifty, nifty stuff, and it's a way to do a card with just stamping, and you could take a couple of characters and make a crowd, right? And if you colored them different, you might be able to make them look a little different. See how this guy here, he's not holding anything, and this guy's got the apple. So, there you go. That sparkle pen worked good, too. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.